I relate with the poet Hewitt Hardy, who remarked, "Friends are the most precious of things." You and I, we have lots of friends. And we have many relationships. These relationships span from friends you've had your entire life. For instance, my best friend is someone I met in second grade, to friends who are on the so-so ball field where you know their name, you know a few things about them. Maybe you had the same fourth grade teacher, but that's about it. It's also relationships we have with friends I like to call the Facebook friend pool, where you might know their name or possibly forgotten it, but that's about it. And above and beyond this, we have relational ties that we have connected through our encounters in our day-to-day lives. So walking and talking and being about, and all these micro interactions and connections that we have with people that we could have just crossed paths with, or have smiled at, or had a quick conversation with, or bought a hot dog from, or rode the subway with. I mean, we don't have subways around here, but you get the picture. So not too long ago, my sister and I were having a bite to eat, and our conversation turned tables to what makes a good friend. So we went back and forth, and we came up with 3 specific natures that a good friend embodies. Friendship personified, if you will. And these are the 3 things. 1, becoming genuinely interested in the other person. 2, being intentionally present. And 3, embodying humility. Dale Carnegie introduced me to the first principle, becoming genuinely interested in the other person, in his seminal book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He tells a story of a son and a mother who had invited over an accountant for the afternoon to help his mom settle some personal affairs. And this man somehow came to the knowledge that this boy was incredibly fascinated with sailboats. So as he was over and helping his mom and working, he had an ongoing dialogue about the wonderful world of sailboats and all the many, many facets that entailed this. And the boy just was mesmerized the whole time and was increasingly amazed by how much he knew. Honestly, he did a little research before he came because of his prior knowledge. And as he was leaving and his mom and himself were waving goodbye to this man, the son mentioned to his mom, "Whoa, that guy knew a lot about sailboats." And his mom nodded. "Yes, that man is a gentleman." And what she meant was that how he became genuinely interested in the boy is a great picture of what it looks like to be virtuous in the way of building and sparking as well as maintaining relationships. That when we become genuinely interested in each other, whether the relationship is new, old, or in between, or strained, or healthy, or you name it, it really provides the tenders that can spark a flame in any type of relationship position. And this brings us to our second principle, being intentionally present. And what I mean by present is being aware. So when you're with the other person, letting them know that you're turning your ear to listen, and that your eyes and your full attention is on them, even if they're not speaking, that you're really taking who they are in when you're with them. And what I really want to stress with this is what present looks like is there's no expectation, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but it's being who you are and being there. And that drives right on to the next principle, which is embodying humility. So as we embody humility, this brings forth a sense of vulnerability that is really essential to delve deep into deeper relationship. and further connection with people. And that we, when we are humble, that we get past the anxieties of trying to look a certain way, or trying to be something we're not, or trying to be fake when all we really want with each other is realness. That's something that we long for the most. We get too much too good to be true. And embodying humility is really living in that contentment, that peace of you're there where you can serve other people, and you're not worried or not whether they recognize you or see you, because you're whole in yourself, and you embody a sense of fullness that can't be perturbed. C.S. Lewis paints a beautiful picture in his book, Four Loves, that I think encapsulates these three principles beautifully. And I would go as far as to say that the principles are like a skyline where what he says is like the sunset reaching over. Here it is. Friendship is not a reward for our discrimination and good taste in finding one another out. It is the instrument by which God reveals to each the beauties of all the others. Friends, like all beauties, are derived from him, and then, in a good friendship, increased by him through the friendship itself, so that it is his instrument for creating as well as revealing. At this feast, it is Christ who has spread the table, and it is Christ who has chosen the guests. Thank you.